has to do it. Yes.
He's supposed to do the third one.
I'm doing workout number 3. Welcome back, guys, to the WODprep podcast. What was once upon a time the biggest show in the space. We haven't been live in a week and a half, so we may have relinquished that title to somebody like Clydesdale. I don't know, but we're back.
Jeez.
Different name. Pick a different name.
But we're back. It's good to be back, and we're joined by Nelson, Coach Nelson. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Old Nelly.
And of course, what may be the only analyst left in the space. It's a dying specialty, John Young.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, why is it a dying specialty? Is everyone
I don't know. I just felt like saying that. You're still the best.
One that matters.
Thank
Bold
you,
statements being
Travis.
made on the WODprep podcast.
Leading analyst in the CrossFit space.
There you go.
And of course, our anchor, coach, head coach.
Head
Uh-oh.
coach.
Is my mic low?
No, you're good.
We got you.
Okay.
CJ, turn your mic on. I don't know. It sounds like it's on to me. Maybe you're on your
yeah, maybe.
Maybe you're on your computer laptop.
Thanks, guys.
Who knows? Anyway, guys, today it might just be the first week in October for some, but for John Young, it's the beginning of his 2025 season. Right, John?
Yes, and that's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. It is the beginning. If you see we're going to do the fittest experience qualifier workouts, and I'm doing the fittest experience. So somebody from WODprep is going to do a workout each, and then we're just going to pick 6 different people, or 4 different people to do the 6 versus me, and then we're going to see how things go. But when Travis says it's the beginning of my season, you could say, if I would not, you would not be shocked if these are the first 2 workouts I've done in like 2 months, because it was
nowhere to go but up, baby.
Listen. I need to get it. I need to get it together, guys. I'm fat. I'm unfit. It's time to get it together.
I believe in you, man.
My goal is to make the biggest qualifier to finish in the competition that the world has ever seen. So if I am 105th in the qualifier and then get top 10 at the competition, that's I want to make the biggest jump anybody's ever seen. So
you're sandbagging the qualifier just to
trying to limp in, and then
goal.
Yeah, if you want to make me feel better about it, we can say that. But no, I'm making this. I'm gonna say it out loud so everybody knows. I am going to be 193 pounds before the Open.
How much are you right now? How much are you right now?
About 200 even.
Okay, I'm 193 right now. You want to
holy
get down to my
shit?
weight?
Are you really?
Yeah, I'd say I'd like to be 193, but not quite there yet.
No, Nelson, you need to stop gaining weight.
I know.
We're over this.
We were 193
Augustus,
at one point.
Jesus.
If JY can
You need
qualify, I
abs.
think I can probably. I think
Yeah,
I probably
absolutely.
can too. I don't know, Augustus.
See, that's the
John's a
problem. Is that you're you need abs? That's the problem. Is people. I'm pretty ripped up. But it's.
I was talking to Nelson.
I'm still
specifically.
Well, no, I know.
I
but
got
I'm
him
saying,
now.
Me
I
at
lost like 6
200
pounds.
is I'm gonna look freaky at 193. You're gonna Hiller's gonna be.
You'll
he
look
wants to
freaky,
test
all right.
me because I'm. My body, what my body looks like, it's not what my fitness is. Would you agree with that, Travis? You understand what I'm trying to say right now?
Yeah, you're saying you're in worse shape than what you look like?
Yes. I think I'm more ripped up than what my fitness is.
I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite.
100%.
Built like a milk bag.
Travis just looks like a block.
Worst physique. Now, okay, guys, before we get into John's qualifier, John, the fittest experience it's your home game. It's in your home state of Texas. This is your CrossFit Games, right? This is it for you, man. This is your biggest event every year. You live for the fittest experience.
I usually only do 2 events a year, and the fittest experience is always one of those events. And then either crash or just another random event. I usually only do 1 or 2 a year that's not actual events. And the fittest experience is only 2 hours away from me, so I always do it. I like it.
Did you do it in 23, John?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did it too.
Well, where are you?
I don't remember, 50th or 60th, I think.
Oh, I
Nothing
crushed
great.
you then.
Yeah, probably did. I did not know that it was completely outdoors until I got to the event. and
Yeah.
that was a surprise.
But it's a
Well-
well-run event. Would you say it's a well-run event?
I mean, for the size of it, I think it's really well ran. I mean, it's cool to see like from like learning about its kind of grassroots, like how big it's grown.
Mhm.
For like what I'll say, like, for what they work with, like doing competitions on a rodeo floor isn't easy.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's no Coda Iron Games, but
Yes.
That's what I'm talking
it's
about. You know what I mean?
but,
hey, fun fact. You know the guy that runs Code Iron Games with Kevin runs Fittest
Yeah, he
Experience.
Jeremy
programs
Teal.
TFX. Yeah,
but yeah, it's close to me. I like it, and I also like that typically the winners or like the top people that are in it are semifinal level guys. Like
Yeah.
either they made semifinals and they're lower tier semifinal guys, or they're like on the edge of breaking it. Travis, do you know EJ Hine? He does Sentinel.
Oh yeah, little guy but super strong.
He
Yeah,
clean,
Taylor was
clean
telling
and
me about him
jerks
one time.
440.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh wow.
He is in the qualifier. Because when we got the fourth event, I don't know if y'all have seen the fourth event, but I kind of thought, oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat everybody. There's nobody that's gonna touch me. And then I looked at who was in it, and there's two guys that I know are just stronger than me. Like straight up, they're stronger.
Yeah.
I can't beat them. And that's one of them, EJ Hine.
We'll take a top 3 finish. Okay, and then quickly before we get into it, John has gone on the record. I wanted to title this show Road to Semifinals. John, his latest claim, he's qualifying for semis 2025, if they even exist.
if they exist.
Anyways, let's get into it. He said that. Let's go.
I didn't say. He's putting words in my mouth.
And sorry, and then one more thing. My last one more thing. Should we bring up the workout quickly before we hit play? I got it up here if you want me to just share it quick, just so
Okay.
we get a quick.
Go ahead, Travis.
I thought it was on the thing.
Sorry.
I could not, just as we preface this, I could not be more excited to choose a workout like than this one to do. This is maybe like my favorite style of workout.
It's a home run for you.
I mean, yeah, like more or less. So if I don't win, then I'll be wickedly upset, and I'll do it right here on the floor and try and do it again.
So like this
Live
one,
workout.
I will say it real quick. It's a 5-minute AMRAP. It's short. 1 snatch, 185 is the weight. 8 burpees over the bar, however you want to do it. 2 snatch, 8 burpees, 3 snatch, 8 burpees, and you just go until 5 minutes is up. I'm pretty decent at I wouldn't say it's a home run because people fitter than me can still beat me, but I'm pretty decent at these just because like this type of workout, it's short. It's not a ton of fitness, but it is a little fitness. I think I wanted to redo this one, but I ripped my hands pretty good.
Oh, this isn't your redo? You didn't redo it?
No, well, like I was waiting for my hands to heal, and then I tried it, and I was like, it wasn't
Not
gonna work. Yeah, because I didn't do the step up the whole time. I just did the step up like when I got tired.
Yeah.
And I think if I did the step, well, I don't know what you did, Nelson, but we'll see the difference. Let's go ahead and play the video. I think if I did that the whole time, I'd have a little bit more energy and probably could have got three or 4 more reps. But go ahead, Travis, play it.
CJ's
whoops.
got the video there.
Sorry.
Okay, this is Coach Nelson taking on John, and
There we
we're
go.
off. Okay, we're already 10 seconds into it. We're gonna
All right,
restart.
we'll
We're gonna restart.
My bad.
Both men are feeling confident about this workout. Nelson thinks he's gonna beat John. John already off the hop. Camera's half off of you. We're not impressed with that. I don't know if it's
My
post-production.
video is fully on me, so this is on them.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
this is
on
post-production. Okay,
Post-production. It's all right. We got it. It's there.
we can
Mine's
see
on
it. Okay.
YouTube. You can go look at it.
I
It's
assume it
fully-
moves. I
But
assume
do
it
you
probably
see,
moves.
Okay, do you see how Nelson's just stepping over? I wish I would have done that the entire time. I think I would have been much better off.
I
Okay,
FaceTimed CJ maybe like
5
2
seconds
minutes
before he
before I
started.
did this, and I was like, "Hey, does this look good? This seems weird, but it seems like a good standard." And he's like, "It looks good," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
And
this
see,
is
like,
exactly
see,
how I
like-
would
see,
have
like,
told
I'm
anyone
jumping,
to do it.
And then like I saw people doing this, and I'm like, that's way better. And then, well, I actually think I do it like in round like 3 or 4. But then I'm like, I think I can do better if I did that the whole time. Unfortunately, my hands weren't great, and my score I think was decent, so I ended up not redoing it.
Okay, Nelson's already about 12 seconds ahead of John. We're gonna say those burpees don't fall under the uncommon movement clause.
Good.
No, that's in the demo.
Yeah.
That's exactly how
They
Guy
said you
demoed
could
it.
step over.
And I mean, Guy
Right.
even contacted the barbell on his first burpee, so I think all
really?
that's
All right, Nelson,
yeah,
you're way ahead of me right now, man. Did you do like 80 reps?
No, I didn't
Just
get that many.
don't answer that. We're getting
Okay.
there.
Come
All right, we'll
on,
get it.
John, get your ass going. Nelson's staying
The
low to
jump
the ground.
makes such a big difference. Like he's literally adding
Yeah, it really
an
does.
entire
Yeah.
step each
I'm
rep.
sorry that I'm doing it how you would do it in the open.
I'm doing it to the
Defend
standards
it.
that they said we
Defend
can do.
yourself, John.
Yeah, John's got bigger goals, man. John's
Oh,
got bigger goals.
Listen, I did see people do this, and I was like, I should do that the whole time. I think I'll have a lot better score, and then I just didn't do it. So all props
John,
to
you're
Nelson.
so fucking fast
He's
on the
just
barbell.
smart. He's just smarter.
I know. Look at the bar. John just ripping the bar off the ground.
God, you
That's
fucking
funny.
just. I was snatching 155 today, and I was like, I feel pretty good about it. Now I feel way less good about it. Just watching
CJ
John
cannot
Nelson's-
give me a compliment.
What are you talking? Nelson is killing me right now,
He
and
is
you're just
crushing
talking
you.
about
Whoa,
that.
what was the
Nelson
I don't-
Nelson
listen.
gets some pretty interesting burpee technique when he
And see,
gets
I start
tired.
stepping over now.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah,
I
but
know
you
that's
still have that
allowed.
extra step, right? So
I don't
you're
really
still,
like.
there you go.
I don't really like it.
No,
What?
I don't either. And I practiced it a little bit, and I'm like, oh man, this is so much better. And
the step over technique,
yeah,
like with the
yeah.
inside foot.
yeah,
I mean, you take away an entire, almost 2 steps, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it felt so much easier. Like I did a
Mhm.
primer round, like jumping over the bar, and I was like, this is terrible. Like if I can step over, and that's when I called CJ, and I was like, am I allowed to do this?
The only time I've really seen this before, people were doing this in the crash qualifier this year in that hundreds
yeah,
workout. The
on
100
Yeah,
meters
on
over
the
the
rower.
rower, right?
Yeah.
Thank God, because if I
And-
wasn't allowed to step over, I probably would have ended. I probably would have quit I quit the workout anyways. I would have quit earlier. I don't think I would have made it over the rower. I
And
really don't
I
think my
don't
legs
mind-
would have operated to get up over the rower.
You'll
don't
see one
mind
rep
it as-
here where I
qualifier.
just
I
do
think
a
for a
really wonky thing
qualifier,
with
this
my
is
leg,
fine.
but yeah,
I think this technique, right? I know it looks, I don't know, silly, but I think for a qualifier, if we're trying to create easy standards, this is the way to go, right? Like this is the better version of the bar facing burpee or the burpee over the bar or whatever, because then there's no question.
Right.
So
Yeah,
in
I don't.
person,
I don't.
maybe not.
I don't mind it for that hundreds workout going over the rower because it's kind of like a longer grind. But for something like this, I don't know, in a 5-minute kind of higher power output workout, I think it just kind of it seems funny, right? To be like,
To step over.
to me, it's just like a technique that's suited for like a.
all right. So now we're in the
Not
last
for
minute,
this.
so you'll start to see some
John's only
fast
10
moves from
seconds
both
fine.
of us. Yeah.
I
He
feel
can
like I
catch
look
you.
like a strong man compared to Nelson right now.
He can catch you. Let's go, John.
Oh, man.
CJ, as the movement expert at WODprep, is John locking his snatches out? Now sometimes he's
Well,
falling.
I know. I
he's-
think
he's
I don't know.
wavering.
I don't know. I
Would you
haven't seen
throw him a no
John's.
rep?
I mean, I would call that a lockout. I wouldn't call it not a lockout. I mean, I
You know
assume he
what?
probably has like a little bit more elbow extension if he really like drove it in, but I don't think it's
I just like to
anything
nitpick
to
on
be
John.
concerned about.
I hold him to the highest standard. 15
All right.
seconds left. Johnny's got some in the gas tank.
Yeah, and
He's
this
that
is
fast twitch athlete.
this is my not so crowning moment. Could not tell you what happened right there. Now, what's interesting is like I definitely.
So would you
I
get
was
3?
really proud of that one snatch, guys. That did
Yeah,
that
that's an
snatch in like
dude,
3
that's a good-
seconds. It was like burpee, land, snatch, go.
That's a pretty sick like screenshot right there, John. You look pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I look
You're like
fat.
look.
Look,
What might look fat? I was saying you look buff.
It's wild that our scores were this close because I felt like you were a minute ahead of me.
Well, you
Yeah, I mean,
sprinted the last
you-
bit in
yeah,
his
you
last
did.
snatch. I mean, he finished his last snatches or his last.
Yeah, which is
burpees.
interesting. Like I know I definitely missed the one, but it
Like,
seemed
you're
like it
10
was a
reps ahead
lot.
of me, Nelson.
Yeah,
So right here, right? So 425, you were able to sprint those burpees, and Nelson was already redlining at this point, right? Like you sprinted the burpees, you sprinted 8 when Nelson did 2. How many did you get? 4 or 3, Nelson?
3
3. So I mean, if as soon as
pulled
you
4,
finished,
but 3.
right? So I mean, you
I
were
guess
able to
that
sprint the
failed
burpees.
rep is like 10 seconds altogether, though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, then, and I mean, I'm curious. I guess maybe I did take a little bit, but it seemed like when I watched my video back, when I failed that rep, I had like 2 seconds left, and it looks like in this video I have like 4 or 5, which like I'm curious how much I actually had. But yeah, but I mean, I think
was
it's
435 when I started those burpees.
That's pretty
I mean,
good.
that's zooming, yeah. And I mean, like I feel like I don't know what mine were, but I feel like mine were quick-ish too, but then it's just like getting to the
John,
bar.
do you think you
real
had
quick
too
that
much
last
in the
round.
tank to finish? I mean, you were able to really push this in sprint. Do you think you could have like
No,
pushed
I'm
the
holding
round
my
of
breath, man.
huh?
No, I'm holding my breath.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Breathe,
What?
John. Breathe.
You shouldn't do that.
I-
Hey guys, this is top
no,
notch
no,
coaching
no.
here.
No,
You
no,
should
no,
never
no.
hold your breath.
Stop. No, I'm breathing. Obviously, I always have a kick on workouts, but like I'm telling, but like I'm done. I'm done after this. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I
Yeah,
see this.
yeah.
This if I don't have a very high threshold. So like my like just like Travis said, I'm way more fast twitch than slow twitch.
Sure.
The second if I pushed the threshold and tried to go faster in the middle of that,
Mm-hmm.
like I would blow up. It would be really bad. But I can push the last 30 seconds of anything. So like I could be on the brink of death and I can still push the last 30 seconds. Because I can lay on the floor for 20 minutes after. Like I'm done.
Sure. I guess I understand that. I guess I was just getting at, could you have like pushed maybe 4 snatches in the round of 5 or in the round of 6?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's easier to say in hindsight. I think I
Sure.
should have stepped up the whole way in that.
Well,
one.
yeah, I definitely agree 100%.
But like if I had 10 seconds when I got done with those burpees, I think I would have touch and go 3.
Yeah.
But I would have always been able to do that. Doesn't matter where I'm at, but I do not have a very high threshold to hold a faster
For like
cadence.
sustainability.
Yeah.
For like
Yeah. I mean, you were about to see that in the second workout. My threshold. Good job, Nelson. This was a good workout for me. I wouldn't call it a home run, but it was a good workout for me. And you I mean, I would say beat me handily. I know the score doesn't look like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just the snatches are worth a lot more. And like, and I mean, I was looking at the leaderboard. And I mean, there are obviously some guys who got like 80. But yeah, I mean, like,
Whoa.
it was a good one. What's interesting is before the workout, CJ was like, "You're probably gonna need to go touch and go. John's definitely gonna go touch and go." And I was like, "Oh, I'll give it a shot." And then like I warmed up, I'm like, "Absolutely not."
CJ's on crack.
I will not.
If I went touch and go, I would have crawled over the bar, which again might have been faster, but
that was a fun workout though. I'm glad it was this one and not this 20-minute AMRAP that I had to do.
This
that would
fucking
have been a lot
sucked.
different.
This was
I did this one twice actually.
Oh my gosh. All right, we ready? All right, what's the workout?
It's
First.
a
let me pull it up.
20-minute
Let me
AMRAP.
pull it up.
You want me to just say it?
Yeah, you could say it.
20-minute AMRAP, 15 cal row, 15 wall balls, and then 10 double unders. And then it's 15, 15, 20 double unders, 15, 15, 30 double unders. And you just keep on going until the time's out.
Cool. What was your goal going into this?
Just steady pace. I wanted to hold about 1100 and double under unbroken. And if I was starting to die, then just let the row be what the row is going to be, and just try not to just keep going at a steady pace the whole time.
Sure.
So John's 0-1 going into this workout.
So
going into a
on the
20-minute AMRAP.
Nelson, I didn't know what you got, but I knew where I was on the leaderboard, and I knew you would have had to have a pretty great score to beat me. And you did. This one, I was like, this is my lowest score, and probably going to be my lowest score of the whole. I don't know how, but this was lower than my gymnastics score. I'm telling you, that gymnastics thruster workout was the worst workout I've done in like 3 years.
I feel like workouts like these though are like right up CJ's alley, where it's like honestly, it's not saying CJ's not fit, but it's way more about like gaming than it is about fitness. And CJ's really, really good at gaming workouts like these.
See, I think this is just a threshold.
Who
is the highest threshold workout? And my threshold is, I would argue that is the weakest point of my fitness, is just what your dead pace. What can you just hold forever?
But yeah, come on, man. You're doing rowing and wall balls though. That's like 10 times harder for somebody my size. Like,
it's breathing, man.
You guys are the same size, Nelson.
No way.
Yeah.
John, how tall are you?
5'10".
Okay. Thank you so much, CJ. For
no way.
5'10".
Okay. John, what place did you get in the qualifier on the first workout that we just saw you do? The snatch workout.
I want to say it was like 30 something.
Oh, and I reset my own rower. Man. You better not beat. You
Beautiful.
better beat me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I was
but
looking
five-
at it and I would have gotten 25th. But I mean, that's a workout where like 9 people tied for 25th, and then the next score is like 16th, and then the
Correct.
next score is like 9th.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
I-
I didn't know the guy who won it. I know Trayvon, and like he's really fit, so it made sense that he was that
So-
high.
Do you know who EJ Hine is?
Mm-mm.
Did you ask that?
I
5 minutes ago?
watched Travis. I didn't tell Nelson that.
Oh.
I guess Nelson was there for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was
He
just
talked
I was
about like there's a guy that's like really strong, and you Trayvon
Yeah.
Denton was,
I
but
thought my head was spinning. I was like, oh shit.
sorry.
What is
And, like
happening?
he only got 75. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't get.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I think if I had like the time that you had, which maybe I'm not capable of it, but if I'd stepped over the bar the whole time, I think that's where if I had any more
Yeah,
energy,
yeah, for
it would have been
sure.
around
I mean,
there.
it made it way easier. I mean, that's just one of those ones like you look back at it too, and like every second where you're like in the last round, I like put my hands on like my hips and like instead of just like getting my hands on the bar. But at that point, like you don't know if you're gonna hit a rep or not. And I felt like I was pulling super wide on some of those snatches. I know Gus brought up the point like if those reps counted, but I definitely like reestablished a position.
No one fucking
Yeah.
cares about wide feet anymore, except
and
at
guys,
Masters CrossFit Games for
it's
Kevin.
a qualifier. It's a qualifier for a bigger competition. It's not the Rogue Invitational. I'm not gonna be a freaking rep Nazi. Like,
Well, it's interesting. Like, you like look at like Dubai, and Dubai's reinforcing a 2-foot takeoff on their workout, and like, but all the videos that they're posting, nobody's doing it.
No, they're not. Where did you hear
Yeah,
that
in
from?
the standards, it says the burpees for the
It's
thrusters.
a copy and
workout.
pasted standard, and they don't
It's what
even
the
have.
standard says, though.
They don't have scorecards. They don't have
I'm just saying.
communication.
I just read what
It says
they
2-foot
provide for
takeoff
us.
in most standards, anyways. You do know that,
Does
right?
it?
Yes.
I don't
So-
know. We're all wondering that.
CJ, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think you beat me because you're already like 20 seconds ahead.
No, you're just pacing, John. I think you're only 12 seconds back.
If you're
think you're just
able
pacing.
to hold, if you're able to hold what you have right now, then you beat me
Probably.
because you're already at a faster cadence.
Augustus pointing out John's wall ball depth. We'll keep an eye on that.
It's
next
beautiful. It's beautiful.
keep an
I
eye
have
on
a
it.
I have a very fast squat, Augustus. My
So-
hamstrings are touching my calves. I bounce out
doesn't
of the
mean-
bottom.
That doesn't mean that doesn't mean your depth is there though.
I'm not a knees over
Ooh.
toes guy.
Huh?
I'm not a knees over toes guy.
What do you mean? You don't have a
Like,
lot of
I
ankle
don't
range of
squat.
motion?
You know, some people squat, their knees go way over their toes. I
Correct.
don't.
Really? You just have like short
No,
quads
Yeah,
yeah,
where
mine
they-
don't much either. but that's because I have bad
squat
ankles.
differently. Like Ricky
yes, I know
Garrard. You
this.
watch Ricky Garrard when he squats, his knees are way over his toes.
Right.
Oh, I tried to pause the video.
I mean,
You
that
did
was
pause
good
it.
to me.
We'll give it to him.
If
Hey,
people are
fine.
really like,
I mean, you're wearing black, but you know.
yeah,
Strategic, smart move for the online qualifier.
Your transition to your jump rope is great.
Yeah.
CJ.
Thank you.
CJ, you've
my,
got the
My hands
sorry.
are fucking wacky.
Yeah,
You look like
you've got
Haley
the
Adams.
left arm tucked in, the right
know.
arm way out in a different area
I
code.
know.
What's going on there?
I don't know. You never know like what happens in a double until you get a video, right?
yeah.
That looks more than it's never. I always have like a little bit of difference, but that looks more than normal.
You look janky. You look
That's
like
what-
you,
that's what mine
you
are
look like
like.
you just jerked off with one of those arms and it's a little tighter than the other.
I feel like there are plenty of people though
Pod-
that do that at a high
definite
level, and
possibility.
it's fine.
What'd you say, Nelson?
I said I feel like there are plenty of people that do that at a high level though, and it doesn't. It's fine. It's just like what they do.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't miss, you don't miss. Like I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't ever feel like more fatigue on one arm than the other either. So, but yeah, I went into this with the initial goal of 10 rounds, and then I realized
Right.
swiftly that I wasn't going to make it 10 rounds. And then so I adjusted the goal, but the whole goal was to
Look at your guys' round 1 to round 2.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Well, it got
the
longer.
double unders get more.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
there's a
how many
transition.
reps?
It goes 10,
10.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60,
Oh, okay,
70.
okay.
So the rounds are going to, yeah.
Got it.
Right,
But I mean,
and
look at
there's
the
a-
difference
there's a-
between 2 and 3 though. That's
Yeah,
like,
but there's a
not-
transition. But there's a transition that in round 1 that you don't have because you're sitting on the rower.
Got it.
Yeah, Nelson.
Good stuff. See, that's what I'm telling you. CJ's good at this stuff.
Sean Lennerman. I know
is he a
somebody
rower?
that can give
Is that what he
y'all
does?
rowing advice. Yeah, Sean. We're always open to some advice here.
Got the JY fan club right there passing through the camera. This whole
No,
workout's now invalid.
they need about be
Yeah,
about
invalid.
30 years older than that for be a part of my fan club.
What's a part of
So-
your fan club? My goodness.
Oh, Nelson doesn't know my clientele.
I guess I don't.
So, John, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I see the name of your gym in the background there, Iron Antler Fitness. Is this a CrossFit affiliate?
It is not.
Shame.
Okay, I'm just wondering why you are listed as Iron Antler CrossFit.
Yeah,
on the official
that's what I wrote on there.
name. You might get them a cease and desist from
No,
CrossFit.
Greg's not the owner anymore, and I'm just. It's almost like a throw in your face. You can't stop me. You won't stop me.
Okay. Yeah, you just your gym moved into a new building, right?
It did.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It did.
Cool.
CJ, are you telling yourself anything here in terms of like where you feel like you are, or like has it kind
At
of
this
hit you
point,
yet?
it's like the biggest thing is like keep transitions smooth. And like whenever there's rowing in a workout, I'm a pretty decent rower.
What are you
to,
pulling here?
like, 1,000, like not a lot.
Yeah,
Like
no,
maybe
that's-
maybe
yeah, smart.
1050.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, okay, this is okay. I wanted to like stay in the 1100s, but I was starting to really get hot, like getting to the wall ball and getting to the double unders were the hardest part of the workout for me, which usually it's not. But lately, double unders have been really spiking my heart rate, which they usually don't. Usually this would have been like the wall balls would easily have been the hardest part, but I've been doing a lot of squatting lately, like for volume air squats or thrusters or whatever. And so it felt pretty good, but basically from here on out, like the double unders get like they take the whole crux of the workout.
Yeah.
Like my heart rate is going through the roof.
Like I say, we can see those calves from here on those wall balls.
You know, it's why you wear the socks. The socks make the
this
calves look
workout-
bigger.
That's a true point. Is this workout very similar, John, in feeling to the 20-minute AMRAP with the rowing deadlifts and double
Yeah.
unders?
It's the exact same workout. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It felt similar to that. Yeah.
Looks like that workout for me was only double unders. Like nothing else
it
really
was
played a
well, and
part.
see, so that's how I
The
took
double
it.
unders didn't go up on that workout though. It's just
No.
a continuous fashion.
Yeah.
right.
But you got tired. I got tired.
But it was
at
all
the
about
beginning of that
transitions. Same amount of
Yeah.
transitions in a 20-minute workout. So if you keep your transitions super efficient, then you save time of not, of being a subpar rower from
And see-
like a power, like from a power perspective.
And
For me.
for me, I just didn't want to. I wanted to double under unbroken. I wanted to like continually be able to do all the double unders without resting. So like my pace is just so I don't stop. Like
Right.
that's it.
Well, I'm
And-
proud of you,
and-
John.
Go ahead.
You're sorry, I was gonna say your round splits so far are pretty, pretty
Yeah, they're good.
consistent. You haven't absolutely blown up. We're halfway through the 20-minute workout.
I'm really proud that compared to CJ's, they're about the same time difference. Like as far as round to round.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, and CJ's one of the best adaptive athletes around. So the fact that you're even in the mix with it, the fact that you're even, you're hanging in there with him. You're not too far back. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, we messed up my rounds.
We've got an editing error. We're gonna have to let
man.
Juan go. We
Oh
got a
my
7:51.
goodness.
That's all right.
JY certainly caked up.
I know. It takes away from stuff.
Now,
What?
so
What does that mean? Your ass is too big?
Yeah. I think
Slows you down?
I think I would move faster without it.
Now, John, talk to us about your training because we all know, it was a well-documented breakup with you and brute strength. You were programming for yourself. You have this new mystery coach that you're unwilling to share with the public. I thought you were really locking in for the 2025 season, and now we're kind of seeing this performance so far. You're saying that you're fat and out of shape. What's been going on?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You're
I'm only
Getting
been
ready for the baby.
I've only
Getting
been
ready for the baby.
I've only been 2 weeks with that guy. Like so, like give
Oh,
me
it's been longer than
give
2
me,
weeks.
give me some time.
It's been longer than 2
No,
weeks.
no,
What is
so
this?
no, so
COVID protocol?
no. So moving the gym took a week. It took a week to get the gym moved in, and like all workouts.
Oh, you
I
in a
was
new
just-
facility?
Yeah. And
cool.
I was just doing workouts at my home when I could, and they weren't near as intense. No. So like moving the gym took a little bit, and then the fittest experience. Like I'm not training during the fit. Like we're not training. We want to be as good as fresh as we can.
Bad transition for me.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I was fat and out of shape when I first got with this guy, and then I'm just not. I'm not yet unfat or out of shape. My pulling is better though. Like on my weaknesses, I am improving. Honestly,
Oh, that's
Like what?
sorry.
What do you mean? Like
that's a
vertical
dead
pulling?
giveaway. It's Jr.
I
You know,
just not,
Jr. The
I'm not-
old
I'm
bias
not-
to
I'm
the
not gonna-
pulling.
No, pulling's
Worked on
one of
the
my
pulling
weaknesses.
with Hopper.
Pulling is one of my big weaknesses. I'm way better presser than I am puller.
Mhm.
Are you talking about upper? You're talking about like vertical, like upper body
Yes.
pulling. Okay.
Yes. Can you give me a horizontal pull example?
John, this should be your
Rowing,
Yeah, I'm fine with
Bent-
rowing.
bent over rows,
We
like
do any-
like a Penlay row.
Yeah, we're not doing that in CrossFit, CJ.
John.
Well, yeah.
John,
Well,
this-
I meant I thought
A
you meant,
sumo
I didn't know if you
deadlift
meant
high
pulling
pull?
off the.
That's
Yeah, I don't know if you meant pulling off the ground, like
Yeah.
a hinged.
I mean, I would say I'm not good at that either, but
303. Whoa, what happened?
This should
Sorry.
be your response, John. When anyone ever chirps you for going slow in a workout, just say no. No one tows a dump truck quickly.
that's what I mean. I want to be skinny. I'm gonna get skinny. It's gonna help
Is your
a lot.
nutrition dialed in, John?
The most dialed. Taylor would be jealous.
Wow, that's saying something.
Woody,
Okay.
Woody, Is this like
I
versus?
told
Friday?
I told him I had 3 pieces of pizza last week, and he like
I
tried
know
to- tried to-
everyone
and he-
fucking
and he-
saw it.
and they like crucified me for it. I'm like, you guys just like hate life. You just don't enjoy food at all.
Oh, what happened to our video? Oh, there we go. We're back.
Did something happen?
CJ stretching his lead here, staying in the low twos.
Dude, I was fucking starting to hurt.
Great
right
example,
Really running away
Augustus.
with
I would say like I've been doing a lot of that stuff too, and it's the sled pull. Comment under that. I have very poor endurance when it comes to pulling. If it's just like one thing,
I was
obviously,
gonna say, do you have like
I'm
a high
great.
1 RM, like a
Yeah,
high weighted pull up?
if it's a 1 RM anything, I'm great. It doesn't matter
Mm.
what it is. If we do a 1 rep max pull up, I'm pretty great. It's just endurance on everything.
CJ's bent over. Here comes
I know.
John.
I missed double under. Pulled
How
the
many
handle out
dubs
of your
are we
hand.
at this point? Do you know?
70.
We're on 70.
70.
I think CJ just knows he's so far ahead.
No,
that,
this
he
is
can afford
this was
to-
like the point where I sort of gave up. Like, all right, I'm gonna try and get like deep into round 10, and I was like, I'm not gonna make that. And so then I started doing math in my head, and I kind of convinced myself, all right, I can get to wherever I need to get to.
So I fall apart a little bit here.
Did you stay on broken or double unders or no? Double
I
unders
did-
started to crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
I went 40 and 30.
I clipped here. I went unbroken the next round, and then I clipped like 5 times in the round of 90. I got worked. I was starting to really redline here big time.
There is no oomph behind that pull on the rower, CJ. You know when you're just
It's
like
about the same. It's still the same.
Close
It's 1,000.
Hey,
I know.
But no,
but it's-
No, it's definitely very relaxed for sure.
there's no pop.
No. I'm relying on my transition on the rower, off the rower to save
Yeah.
my 5 to 7 seconds there instead of
That's
trying
fair.
to pull 1,200.
Yeah.
I'm hurting. I
Oh,
got
John's
15.
hunched over.
I have a 15-minute gas tank. It used to be 10. Now it's 15. Before it starts going
Slow
downhill.
moving up.
Before it starts going downhill.
That was funny.
751 round 4 for John.
Yeah.
John, have you
bad.
tested any of the crash workouts?
4 and 5. I had the handstand push-up one
Okay.
and the
So,
bike
and the
and
drag
the
rope
bike
one?
one. Yeah.
I did the drag rope one a couple days ago, and that was way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Did you do it immediately after the handstand
No.
push-up one? So
My
like
buddy just asked if I could test the.
you got to do them together. They don't
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had about 30 seconds. But so the one that I tested was 2 inches taller.
Okay.
And I think I was a part of the decision to go 2 inches less.
Sure.
So if half the field goes unbroken, I'm the reason. Then I apologize. But I'm pretty good at deficit strict handstand push-ups, and I barely made. I was like 30 seconds from the time cap
Okay.
on that handstand push-up one, and then he lowered it. The bike one, I was like 6 something.
Yeah, it
I forget
like
what I was, but
640.
I was 6 something.
Yeah, I was like looking at it. I was like, I can go sub 6 in this, and then like I get on the last bike at like 450, and I'm like, I'm not going sub 6 in this. Drag ropes are
Dude,
different.
the rope
They're
though, I
rude.
had more trouble with the rope than I did the bike.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
the
a
bike
pretty
is,
good biker. I can push a bike pretty great. But like
yeah, it's also not worth it. Like I opened with like 1600 for the first 20 cals, and then I think in the next round I was at like 13, and like it was
I
a
was
4-second
14.
difference.
Yeah. I was 14 basically the entire time until
Yeah.
the last round. Last round I went like 2000.
Oh, see, I did the opposite. I stayed like I steadily decreased on the bike and then just tried to hold on to the jump rope.
2.5 minutes left for John in this absolute grueling workout.
This is a tough one. It was.
Yeah.
I was in a lot of pain right here. I mean, I'm hurting bad. You're gonna see how many times I clip.
Do I get lapped? Do y'all think I get lapped? We have 2
No.
minutes.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Because I shit the bed on the double unders here. I had 2 minutes.
Me too, man.
Okay, maybe.
I do 20s here.
Oh no, well, that's good one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
like I was gone.
Anything
I
is
just wanted to
possible for
finish
John.
round 9 at this point. I didn't care about anything else, and I barely fucking did it.
And then the girl who's helping me here, she's like, come on, it's the last
You
time you're
can
gonna jump
do
rope.
it.
And I'm like,
You can
I
do it.
can't feel my shoulders. Like they're gone.
Your shoulders were gone in this workout from what? The
Oh,
A lot
just
of
like the
double
wall
unders.
ball to
Yeah,
double
it's a lot
under.
of time under tension on the
Yeah.
wall ball right into the double under. It's a
No,
lot of
it was a
double unders.
pure double under. Like I had more trouble with the double unders than I did like I would say aerobic capacity. I couldn't push this workout because of my double under capacity, not so much my lungs.
I think the row and the wall ball, just like the little bit of leg fatigue going into the jump, like I started having to like give a little, like a donkey kick, just like a little bit of a knee tuck.
CJ, we're
But I
getting
usually-
close, man.
Is it?
oh, John hunched over with under a minute to go. Come on.
Now, hey, I'm pretty I send it on this next row.
I took
no.
a 20-second
Did it.
rest on my knees and then I sent it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you got sometimes.
That's JY's move, man.
I was
Sean,
not
it's
20 seconds. It was not 20 seconds. It was
450,
like 5 seconds.
450 double unders to finish round 9 for me.
Woof.
And then however many finish round.
Hey, this is a lie. I did finish it.
No, you finished. Yeah. You finished round 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is a lie.
Wow, Juan's off
Yeah.
his game today. We're
Dude,
This was
also
a
just
long
pull him
dude. This
into the-
video
the
took him
move
so
say
long to edit.
DNF is
Does it?
We're gonna pull him
Do
into
you
the
get my
office.
last bit here? Because like,
I
y'all
don't
can
know.
see how many
Yeah.
counts
Oh,
I get.
See,
Lies.
like, you need to just like put any part of this row into like any other point in the workout. Like if you're rowing
Oh,
that
Dude, no,
hard-
y'all cut it off, man. Here, go to my YouTube. Go to my YouTube real quick. Can you go to my YouTube real quick? I think y'all would get a kick out of this. Like,
Yeah.
I fall
I'm
off
sure
the
you
rower,
roll out of that row.
and then my foot was stuck, and I couldn't
Oh,
get out.
sweet.
I'll pull it up.
I was proud of my finish, but what did you? How many reps did you get, CJ? On
I got
the
him.
last
That was
90?
like this was like right there on my watch. Like when I started, or when the big clock that was there, I literally hit 100 as it hit 20. So I don't know, maybe 99.
Nice.
I've said I finished 9, but there was like definitely like a very close bit.
Juan doesn't
there
care
was
about
no-
my score.
No, fuck your score.
I was 6:15, by the way, guys. I got the row.
Nice. Oh, you finished
what
the
are we-
row in what
what are
20
we looking
seconds?
here?
Yeah. No, she's about to show you. Like, keep playing.
Rewind it a little bit.
Okay, let's go back. See what happens here.
This is great. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Is your foot
And then-
stuck in the rower?
And then she's gonna show you the row real quick. I was real proud of it.
Wait, pause it. Oh, I wanted to get over unders on the number. That's
sorry.
impressive.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You didn't hit your patented cross-legged post-workout stance that we've seen you do in the past?
No. Where I sit down cross-legged.
Yeah.
I've never noticed
That's
that till you
freaky.
pointed that out.
Yeah, they
All right,
typically
well,
like TFX has done some really tough qualifiers like in that style. Like the year that I did it, they had like the toe to bar rowing one that like increased.
Yes, that one was
And, like,
very difficult too.
That
Yeah.
wrecked me. And also like I ripped like real bad. So yeah, they have tough workouts like that.
Are you doing TFX this year, Nelson?
I'm doing I'm doing Dubai for fun to see where we
Just
fall.
where
and
you
then
at?
Fittest
Nelson's
of the
going to
coast.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay, we got John 0-2 in the first 2 of 6 workouts for.
Soon to be 0-3 because whoever does that, I think Orlando should do that, guys. Because like I need
Workout 3.
Yeah,
Throw him a bone.
Workout 3.
I don't want to do it.
Travis.
Of course,
I'm going to be taking John on.
What's wrong with you? Do we need an intervention?
I tell you what,
What
have
happened?
Chantel,
man.
have Chantel do the guys' weights.
At the guys' weights?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll have Gucci do the guys' weights.
Who?
Gucci. I think she could beat
But
you.
listen, y'all can let Kevin do workout 4. I'm gonna call my shot on workout 4.
Yeah, I told him he's got to do it. I texted him.
I think I'm
All
gonna
right,
win
good.
workout 4.
Which one workout for? Is that the
It
lift?
is. You
1
have
RM bench
5
press.
minutes to max bench press, and then 5 minutes to max squat clean.
Ooh,
Oh,
Kevin
that's
can
perfect.
squat.
Right, John, you might win
Good
that
I
workout.
know you-
luck.
yeah.
You might win that workout. Okay, so we got 2 workouts done today. We're gonna do 2 on the next episode, and then the
Yep.
final 2.
Mm-hmm.
To kick off John's road to 2025
Road to
semifinals.
Semifinals.
It's not a good start, guys. I'm John's #1 fan, and I'm gonna tell you straight up right now. It
He is
doesn't look
John's
good.
#1 fan.
We got a long way
I'm
to
pulling
go.
for this guy.
We got a long
I love
way.
him, but
he's the only one that's saying 2025. To be quite honest, I said 2027.
I believe in him. 2027.
I have faith.
I keep
I don't
A
know.
lot of
man.
burpees.
I keep pushing it out a little bit.
A
Yeah,
lot of burpees.
A lot of burpees, a lot of chicken breasts.
and lose weight.
John, when he says a lot of chicken breasts, he doesn't mean
Not
bread,
fried.
little,
I
little
understand.
nuggets.
I
and
didn't.
deep fry.
I didn't. Say,
I understand. Fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. And
John, I
you know,
won't
you got a
demonize
baby
your
on the way.
eating habits.
Thank you, CJ.
He will
CJ
for mine, though,
as-
don't worry.
How much do you weigh, Nelson?
Smartest.
I know you better.
I'm like 180. Well, now I'm like 183.
Okay, well you're little bitty, bro.
I
What are
was
you
dude,
talking
in
about?
January. I was 196. we've had some back and forth, some fluctuation going on.
Dude, I don't think I could get to 186 if I like. I
You
don't. I like.
100% could.
No. I've never been under 190 since junior year of high school. Junior year of high school, I've never seen an 8. Like I don't think I could if I wanted to.
Augustus, I have no idea what you're talking about, but Nelson, does that draft time work for you?
Gus is inviting me to an all defensive player fantasy football draft.
That sounds fucking terrible.
It-
To start now?
yeah.
Ugh.
So
I mean, I guess since you
on
already
a Friday night at 8:30 because I have nothing better to do.
Is there-
So
is there
I
money-
will-
hold
is
on.
there
So
money
hold
on
on.
it?
Let's be clear. What do you have to do?
What do you mean? On like
Friday-
at that time? Nothing.
Yeah,
So that's why I said I'll
exactly.
be there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But although it's board game night, so we might be playing some board games.
John, science shows every 20 pounds lost can reveal an extra 1 to 2 inch of hog. It may be worth it. John's been on the record saying he'd go the opposite direction to add weight to
You
his
did.
list.
You said you'd get rid of some hog
So
to
I
add
don't think that
50 pounds to your lip.
interests him.
Yeah, no, it was 100 pounds. Would you lose 2 inches to go up 100 pounds?
I ain't got 2 inches to lose. No way.
And I said I'm taking that all day because
I'm not
doing it.
I'd be in the Olympics.
Yeah,
if
well,
I
that's
could-
because you're walking
I could
around
clean
with a
500
tenner.
pounds. Like, think about that. Like,
Yeah, well, you would have to clean 500 pounds to make up for like 1.5 inches. You know what I'm saying? But if you're
It's-
walking around with like a tenner,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
you're married.
I need to.
guess
So I have a question. Serious question. I know I've been joking around here a lot about John, and his road to the 2025 semifinals. CJ, as the resident expert head coach here, knowing that John has this new coach, he's planning on making the semifinals. What we just saw from him in the first 2 workouts of
Hold on.
TFX qualifiers.
Before CJ talks, time out.
Let me say my piece.
It's quick time out.
Travis is the only one saying that I'm going to make 2025 cross semifinal. I need to make that abundantly clear.
I support you.
How about this? How
Okay.
about this, CJ? Do you think it's possible to take a
Well, hold
guy
on.
that's as trash as
No,
me?
hold on. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get
Okay.
there. I'm gonna get there.
All right, go ahead.
So
We're gonna talk
knowing
about how
knowing
trash
what
you are.
John's
Hold on.
goals are, knowing what John's goals are, who his coach is, what we're seeing him look like right now, CJ. Give us your pitch on what's going wrong with John and what you would do as the head programmer at WODprep, putting him on that WODprep competitive programming. What are you doing different for John?
That's a great question.
Just hypothetically saying
Sure.
that
How would
everything's
you
not perfect
take
for
me
him right
to
now.
semifinals?
Yeah. So
What are you doing?
I think like going through an assessment, we'll just like make some general assumptions, right? Like I'd like to start tracking a little bit of heart rate. I definitely would like to like have nutrition conversations, but barring the nutrition thing, assuming that that's dialed in.
I'm also expecting a child January 19th.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Throw that in
so
the mix as well.
without external influences, let's just assume you can like have the perfect training situation, which
Okay.
you can't. So let's be realistic. But assuming we can, right? I think you move relatively well for all of like the patterns in of itself. I do believe that strength to be at the highest competitive level is more important than aerobic capacity because you're always gonna be able to move the weights, right? So you can do muscle ups, you can do those things. So building volume within those things as a base level, like what's your max muscle up, what's your max chest to bar, and then working to find ways to integrate them into like complementary patterns and then compounding patterns or interfering patterns, right? So, I think training should really look a lot. I think you should probably stay off the machines. I think you're too good at them. I think the primary point of your whatever high heart rate stuff or mixed stuff should be solely running,
CrossFit.
burpees, double unders, box jumps. Well, I mean, and then you're just a great rower, and everything paired with a rower is going to do well. And that's not saying you can't be on a rower, but like you putting time on the C2 bike, I don't think is going to move the needle as well as running. Right now, if we're not tolerating running, I know you have the foot thing or the ankle thing. So again, taking out like all of the variables that we assess when we write programming, that's what I would prioritize everything around is like those 5 monostructural type patterns that are just body weight and then move everything in from that. Right. And then, so that would kind of be like the cornerstone. And then looking at how well you do with, especially fatigue pulling, I think pulling strength and pulling endurance is as important in our sport as like squat ability, right? Like just because all gymnastics kind of corner around those specific things or that specific ability. So pulling endurance would be a big one. So like grip fatigue and things like that. If you struggle with that, I doubt you do, but I know you said you have small hands.
Oh, my grip is trash. My grip. Oh,
okay. So then there you go.
Travis
right? So
will
like
tell
that
you,
would be
Travis, how
that would be a
small are
lot
my
of
hands?
Small.
Dude, is that supposed to be? I don't know.
How small, Travis?
Well, you've seen me. We've
Are
compared
they like
hands before.
Are they like this small? Or are they like?
Oh, you guys have
How-
compared hands. That's
how
very
are we
cute.
like? Are we interlocking fingers here? What are we going?
We were holding hands all week at the games.
So that's like
can't-
where I would start, and then obviously there's a gazillion other factors to play in a role, but looking at like if threshold feels like what it is, I love threshold type interval work, right? Moderate time domain, short rest, repeat, high transition movements. If you just struggle to like work with like speed of rep, like if you're just your fresh box jump pace is slow, right? If your fresh burpee pace is slow, but I've seen you do 100 burpees, so I know you have the ability to have fast like speed of rep, right? So then we just find your sustainable speed of rep, and then we build that out for the 10 to 14 minute time frame that we see open workouts or quarterfinal workouts.
I think we should have Nelson do that 100 burpees for time. See what he gets. New lightweight Nelson.
Lightweight Nelson. Well, it's like heavyweight Nelson. It's old lightweight Nelson. We can do 100 burpees for time.
Actually, you're right, Nelson. I need you to go up to 196 and then do the 100 burpees for time. That way.
See, I could see that's the thing is I could still do that, but like I couldn't climb a rope. Like that was the issue. Like I felt like fit, but like I couldn't do a strict pull up anymore without pain. Like I couldn't do a legless rope climb anymore. And it's like, all right, we need to not be this heavy. And it's crazy because I just like
I was
stopped eating,
193
like, 2 packs of
when I got
sick. I was
sick.
190. Oh, you said when you got sick? Yeah.
Yep.
I think we should have the 3 of you do 100 burpees for time, and we'll put all 4
Travis,
of our
Travis
I did it already.
Vito.
I did it
You
already.
have a video?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you don't have to. You have a video.
Thank you. Okay.
Then
good.
and we put
Because it
all
sucked.
four
I don't think that can be challenged.
all 4 of our videos side
Didn't
by
you sub 4? Didn't you sub 4?
No, he didn't.
No,
No,
I
you,
was like,
John. Didn't you sub 4? Or no? Did you
No,
sub
no,
5?
he was going
Sub
sub
5.
5.
Oh, okay.
100
I did,
burpees
like-
or 100 burpee box jump overs?
Burpees over the
Bar
bar.
facing burpees.
Okay.
Bar facing burpees. Yeah.
I did
Mhm.
45 in 2.
That doesn't mean
15.
anything, man.
Yeah,
I'll,
you ain't
I'll
got it.
do.
You
I'll
ain't-
do.
Well,
I'll
that's a
do.
reference.
I'll
It was
do
after
60 in
45
2
thrusters,
minutes.
so I'm just saying.
Oh, that's good. You did it on the Dubai workout. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
split
you-
at that point in that workout.
Well, yeah,
I
but
bet you
we
fuck-
won't
Did you go
talk about
unbroken
what
on the
my-
bar?
Absolutely not.
You
We won't
fucking
talk about what
pussy.
my burpee. Dude, I wouldn't go. Okay, I don't think if I went unbroken on the bar, first off, I don't think I could. And then, like, second
the
off, if
workout?
I did,
45,
45.
45.
yeah,
Thruster
thrusters, bar
burpee.
facing burpees.
Dude,
Um,
45 unbroken thrusters would. Like I feel
I know.
like,
I know.
feel like if
girls
I
that
did
do
it, it would
I
be.
don't
it would
know
be
any guy
worthless.
that's done it so far.
Yeah, it's
but if
different
I
for the
did
guys
it,
for sure.
yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. But like, I mean, I think I went 20, 10, and then like 5, 5, 5 or something like that. But I took
For
too
the
long.
thrusters?
Yeah.
That's probably maybe a little.
I think I'm
pace.
probably gonna. I would probably try
25, 20.
15s and then sprint.
No, I'm
45.
gonna break it more. Like I'm gonna go like
What?
yes, because like
how
dude,
long
like,
did it
my-
take you? How long did the
Like
45
a
take you that
minute
way?
50, like too long.
Yeah. But you think
Like,
breaking it more at that
yes,
fast is
because
gonna
like
help?
that first set of 20 was like it was too much.
Isn't it 95 pounds?
Yeah, like
You
it
ever done
was-
Fran?
Yeah, like
I don't understand. What do you mean? It's too much?
I mean, it was too much in the fact like by the time I got to like 40, like I was near like
Maybe I should do a
threshold.
workout.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean that's just me. Like I think that like after like me and my coach talking about it, like the more that I break it, like I'll be able to get to the burpees quickly, and then I'll be able to go like sub 230 on the burpees regardless.
Have you ever done max
Yeah.
thrusters with 95 pounds before? Any of you guys?
No.
Like max unbroken?
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
That does sound terrible. I bet
I
you're
mean,
like in
like-
the 50s. Yeah.
I've
Okay,
done
yeah.
50. I've done 50.
50.
And,
I think I could
and
maybe do 40, but like
was
at that point,
worthless.
like I'm holding up here for
Yeah,
like
for
10
sure.
seconds in between reps.
Right.
So at
I
that
just
point,
went
it's
as
like-
fast as I could until I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
time it or were you just trying to
No, no,
No?
just but like
Wonder
I
how long
just
it took you.
time under tension.
Shoot, I did the
wanted
Wadapalooza workout and did like 100 or like whatever it was, 90 reps at 75 and like 25 reps at 95, and that was pretty terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's I think the most sore I've ever been in a workout. If you
Oh,
guys
that-
like ever get the itch to do thrusters,
I
do
did that last year.
workout.
Yeah, I was sore for like a week.
So
What one?
bad.
What was it?
It was teams of 3, person
Mm-hmm.
1. Like you had to do 90
Base,
thrusters at 75 pounds,
Oh
and
my
every 2 minutes you had to do 8 toes to bar.
God. Oh yeah,
and
that's
then-
right.
no, it's every minute. Every minute on
Every
the minute, you
minute.
do 8 toes to bar.
Yeah,
And I don't know if it was 90.
It went like
might
it went increasing,
it
right?
might
Wasn't
have
it?
been
It started
70.
light and then it increased
This-
weight. Yeah,
maybe it was
Yeah.
70. So yeah, it was like 70 at 75, and then
AMRAP.
50 at 90. No, it was because it went 70 into 95 into 135 into I think 155 or 165. I think.
Anyway.
yeah.
Okay. So we want to talk about John's mountain, what next year is going to look like. Do you guys want to do that today, or do you want to kind of do that in a separate episode?
We could probably do it quickly.
Let's do the mountain. We'll sing the mountain. We'll hang on to
do the mountain.
we'll hang on to the next year's predictions of what
We
our
can
season
preview. We can
structure-
preview Crash next week.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
We'll
take a look
change
at
the
John's
title.
mountain. This
Can you
debuted.
zoom?
Have
Yeah.
you seen it
Zoom in.
before, Nelson?
No,
I
can't.
saw it
Sorry.
Yeah, you
today.
can. There you
I
go.
looked at
Keep
it this
going.
morning.
It's not like zooming. It's just like it's only zooming in on the comments. I don't fuck it. Oh,
Oh,
that's the best we can do.
all right. That's fine.
Sorry. Okay, this is John's Games Mountain. His infamous ranking from the barbell spin debuted last night. Is 2025.
I was reading the comments, man. People fucking hate you, John.
Dude,
Holy shit.
dude, they really do,
Golly,
man.
People are just mean.
Wow. Yeah, Hopper.
You know what's funny? Listen.
And Hopper got a
He-
really generous ranking.
I felt like he did.
he called me after, and we had
I
like
bet he
and
did.
we had like an hour-long conversation.
Was he
Okay,
This is
defending
the
himself?
greatest. Click on the bearded panda's replies.
Sprague can go lower for sure. Then Sprager responds, "I should
Hell
be off
yeah,
the
good
mountain.
for
My win
him.
was a fluke, and
Fucking
I don't
let him
deserve
know.
to be up there."
I 1000% agree.
I wonder if he knows that Sprague responding to him.
He has to.
But it looks like
fucking know.
James having some fun trolling.
Yeah, good
given
for
the
him.
circumstances. Okay, let's talk about this quickly. CJ, what's standing out to you on the mountain here? Something that really grinds your gears or what?
No, I don't know if anything grinds my gears. I don't know. I feel the challenge point is give me your elevator pitch of what this mountain is representing. What is this saying currently?
Like
Is this
John,
the
you-
It
current,
represents the mountain. This is
the
the
current?
This is
So
the
this is the
mountain
current
is the
active
mountain.
members.
Yeah, this is the
active
2025 CrossFit Games mountain. It is meant to be climbed. It is meant to fall down. Okay. It is not in a rankings. It's not a projection. It's not a prediction. It takes accomplishments into account with what you have done like this year, what you've done previously, and what I think you will do in the future. It is everything. If you chose to compete this year or you didn't choose to compete this year, it is completely subjective, but
Obviously,
I
which
take
is fine.
everything into account with how the mountain is. Like,
So-
and who
I
put it-
love it.
and so,
Okay.
and like, for instance, like Jeff Adler might be the fittest. Like, if we're like talking like just like legit, who is the fittest man in the world? Not who won the CrossFit Games. Who's the fittest man in the world?
Sure.
The answer might be Jeff Adler.
So then
and
why isn't he higher on the mountain?
Because he chose not to compete at the CrossFit Games.
Okay,
and I take that
taking that into consideration.
I take that into consideration.
Which is why Dallin is ahead of him.
Correct. Also, Jeff
Okay.
Rogue will heavily influence the mountain.
Cool. Are we going to
Okay.
get a new mountain episode
After
in 3
Rogue?
weeks? or in
Absolutely.
2
After
months?
Rogue,
Let
we'll
me-
get a new mountain episode, and it will continue to update throughout the year until we get to right before the CrossFit Games,
will
where this will
climb and
be the
fall.
final edition of the Games Mountain. And yeah, and people will climb and people
And so
will
the
fall.
games mountain before the game specifically will be a theoretical
That's
ranking
the
system
yeah,
at
that will
point.
be the official. This is what I think is going to happen.
Where's okay, got it. I think I understand.
John, let me ask you this. Jeff Adler on the 4th tier of the mountain, you say, because he chose to not compete at the CrossFit Games. Why is that worse than Ricky Garrard competing at the CrossFit Games and sucking?
Because great question. I would put Jeff
Thank
and
you.
Ricky and Roman as the top 3. They're who I think are the fit. Those I still think those 3 guys are the 3 fittest guys in the world. Any given year, I would say
What?
those 3 are going to be they should be the top 3. And if they're not, something happened. They didn't execute. Somebody else executed well. But like, doesn't matter. Things can happen. But those would be the 3 I would say. Ricky and Roman chose to compete, even though they were hurt. They got hurt in the competition, right? Roman was 2nd place until he had a hip thing, and then he kind of deteriorated. Ricky twisted his ankle on Chad, and like I like that they competed, even though they didn't do well. And I think that those 3 are the fittest, like the top 3 in the world. Dallin, who continuously improves. Dallin's improved year after year. He got 2nd place this year with a more balanced programming. He probably wins, but I'm not going to say he wins because he didn't do it. But Dallin in the cardio games, where aerobic capacity is one of Dallin's biggest weaknesses, running. And for him to get 2nd, I just can't get past. He's earned his right to be where he is in the mountain. But if you ask me, do I think those 3 are fitter? I would still say those 3 are fitter than him. And Rogue will influence this.
Got it.
Like, say if Jeff wins Rogue and Dallin gets 3rd, then I will put Jeff on top and Dallin will be where Gabby McGow is and Gabby McGow would drop. Unless something happened with the women. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just as a point, I feel like I couldn't disagree with you and a lot of people that have that top 3, Ricky, Roman, and Adler. I like this comment here that's on the screen beside the post. Like, I feel like Ricky missed his window. He was in the mix there, and I know he sprained his ankle, whatever. Maybe he had a bit of an injury too, but I think he's clearly behind somebody like Pepper now. And I know you got Pepper ahead of him on the mountain, but I don't think Ricky's really done much to deserve to be in that top 3.
Well, Dallin is ahead of him.
He's kind of always been like supposed to be. Oh, he's supposed to do really good, and then something comes up. He gets injured. He gets
sure. No. He was 3rd. He was 3rd place.
Yeah.
He was 3rd place, and then he had a mountain bike accident, and then it was this year. I don't disagree that something comes up and happens a lot for Ricky. I don't disagree with that. You can almost say the same for Roman. Roman couldn't get across the country. His visa issues, and then he got second, and then he got third, and then this year, right? I think you can put Roman and Ricky in the same boat. You just don't like Ricky more than you don't like Roman. Fine, that's fine. You can have your people.
I think Roman's got a little more accomplishment under his belt at the games.
He has one more year. That's it.
Well, what does Ricky have? What was Ricky's best natural performance at the games?
Third
and
place.
How many times? And how many times? Once?
Once. And Roman's finished second once.
Which he was going to win until he got injured.
No, that the other one he would finish fourth. Right. He would finish tied for third, and then he got third. Right. I mean, they're not far off. Just because I put Ricky and Roman in the same conversation, and I don't think they're far off. But again, if what you are saying is correct, and in the Rogue Invitational, Ricky gets like 7th. Ricky will drop.
We're gonna banish him. We're gonna banish him to
Drop
base
the
camp,
mountain.
never to be heard.
Back
No.
to base camp.
That would be Travis's mountain. But like Ricky would drop. Ricky would drop if that were the scenario, right? If James Sprague top 5s in Rogue, James Sprague is probably going to rise to that top 3.
He won't.
Because I can't deny him.
I support it. I think he will.
And if he just won the CrossFit Games, that's why he's where he is. Even if I don't think he's going to finish that high again, if he gets top 5 in Rogue, I can't deny him. I'm going to put him up there until somebody beats him.
So what does it take, or is it even possible? We'll just change subjects because I agree. Is there any way until Tia retires that someone takes top of the mountain?
The second Tia gets beat,
You think
else.
one beat? So hold on. So I feel like there's a huge flaw in this.
It's
So you
not a
think-
history.
But
you
you're
say-
taking that into account, though. You just said there. You just said you are. Like if she gets beat one time after all of the years.
What has just happened and what has happened in the past, one does not outweigh the other. Everybody is a person by person basis. If you are the queen of the mountain and somebody beats you, you're no longer the queen of the mountain. Okay, let me caveat at the games.
But James won.
He's not fitter than those other guys, though. It's a combination of what you have accomplished, recently.
Now you're backtracking.
No, I'm not. You're just not listening. It's a combination. It's a combination of what you've accomplished recently, what you've done in the past, and then what I think is going to happen in the future. It's a combination of all of those things.
This is a good comment. Don't try to for you to read, CJ. Don't try to understand the mountain with rational thought. It's more like a totem draw out our subconscious CrossFit commitments. I love the mountain, John. I think you've done a fantastic job with it.
If Laura beats Tia at Rogue, I probably will. Tia will still be at the top of the mountain.
Okay.
If Tia loses at the games,
like 2 in a row. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
she's off the mountain. She's not off the mountain,
which
but
we know won't happen. But I do. Okay. All right. That makes
it's
logic
ever
there.
evolving. The mountain is evolving constantly.
This is just today's mountain.
This is
October
today's mountain,
2nd.
right?
October
Right.
3rd.
And so once November 5th mountain's going to be a little different.
Stay tuned
right?
for John's daily mountain.
No, not daily,
Daily
not daily.
mountain.
When
funny.
Chris, I will tell you this: if Chris, I've predicted Chris Ibarra to win Crash. If Colton wins Crash over Chris Ibarra, they're gonna flip. You know what I mean? Like it's an ever evolving mountain.
Oh yeah, you have Colton in base camp, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a living thing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's
I didn't know semis athletes were getting on this thing.
Who's a semi-athlete?
Colton.
Well, I had Austin Hatfield.
I mean,
on the
Austin
mountain.
Hatfield's on the 5th row, so
I had Austin Hatfield on the mountain last year, like the final mountain. And what happened?
I know you didn't make this graphic, but I can't help but notice that Austin Hatfield dead smack in the center. Like it's
Obviously.
you wanted him to stand out. Right?
I don't know who did that. It wasn't me. Emma
okay.
Lawson is where she, and if you notice, you notice there's a lot of guys in between the women. And there's a guys tier, then a women's tier, and the women are lower on the mountain. That's because the women who have been there, done that, the fittest women in the world, who we're accustomed to knowing, none of them showed up at the games. I know Alexis Raptis fought back. You could say it's the programming. It probably has a little bit of something to do with it. But regardless, Alex Gazan, Danielle Brandon, Ariel Lowe didn't compete. Alexis Raptis didn't finish where we are accustomed to them finishing. Emily Rolfe, Bethany Flores, they finished much higher. They have earned their right to be where they are. Usually they would be on the bottom tier or base camp, but they get to go up a tier, and those other girls go down a tier, and then they're all in one tier. And then once Rogue happens, we will get more shifting.
Got it.
I want to give Paige Simmons a credit because we never give her credit for anything.
Here's your acknowledgement page. We'll never talk about you for the rest of the year, but you got it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. I mean, any other questions?
No, it's all right. I just wanted to bring it back up. So
Emma Lawson. I wanted to talk about Emma Lawson. I have her above all of those women because I believe in Emma Lawson.
She won semifinals too.
I don't quarterfinals, semifinals. There's not a lot of stock there. Abby Domit won semifinals. How'd she do?
Yeah, I mean for sure. But I mean but you said there is a pass, and she did compete against
semifinals and quarterfinal, especially quarterfinals, ranks very low in what I give credit to.
Really? You didn't think the quarterfinals was complete, or just because it's an online
No,
competition?
the open and quarterfinals are not indicative of how the games are going to go. It's never been indicative. It's the worst thing you could ever use to talk about somebody's fitness because it's not a complete. It's 4 tests. You can get very lucky.
Sure.
It's not. It's just not. And semifinals is more indicative, but it's not the games. It's not Rogue. I give those things far more credit than I do semifinals. And it's shown itself. Semifinals has shown itself. Look at the West and who was in semifinals and how did they do at the games.
Sure.
It's just, and you can't compare the two. And Laura Horvath is on the other side of the world and she's not competing against anybody. You can't use it to predict the games. You can a little bit, but it should not be a major piece of what you think is going to happen.
Okay.
Right. It should never. I have the argument with Spin all the freaking time. It's just.
So
not.
is there?
The Abby Domit hype train was ridiculous, and I'm for Abby Domit. I think Abby's going to be really, really good, but everybody wanted to hype her up to top 5, and I had her 12th, and then I was
that was just because she waxed
on her. Right, I know, but it's semifinals, and then what happened?
Huh? Yeah, for sure. So.
Hattie Kanyo was 3rd in semifinals. You tell me Hattie Kanyo deserves to be on the mountain? She was 3rd in semifinals. Right. You cannot use it.
All right. You don't have to yell on my show.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. You can yell.
So, whoa, hold on. You can't put a 3rd place semifinal athlete from the West on the mountain, but you have a 10th place or so athlete from the West at base camp.
Who's
Colton.
Yes,
Colton.
Because here's because.
Let him know, John. You fucking defend yourself.
Listen, because I know that Colton is fitter than the people I have him above, and I know Hattie Kanyo is not, and that is my subjective thought. It's not objective at all. It's my subjective thought. But what's going to happen in the future? Colton Mearns is going to show you what's all about. Hattie Kanyo had the best year of her life.
You don't think Colton got a little bit of the Justin Medeiros curse? In the sense that Justin, got hanging around with Ellie and we saw his performance plummet. And now Colton, he's got all these sponsors, maybe spending too much time on Instagram.
I don't think so. I mean,
you don't think so?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think it's not worth talking about though.
Yeah, sure. No. It's for
John,
sure. It's a factor.
I wasn't just, that's not just a random thought. Okay.
Interestingly, right? So what did Colton do the day that he got home? He built himself a fucking 30 by 30 box and he's been jumping on it every day and working on the things. And that's very specific of what he showed. He also just beat, not that this is a great assessment.
That's not what I meant, Augustus.
No, we're not talking about dating. He's just using. Justin has newfound distractions. Colton might have newfound distractions.
Right. Yeah.
Thank
He's just
you,
at a different
John,
point in his life.
for
He's just at a different
articulating
point in his life. Easy, Gus. Gus is gonna fucking come
easy,
through the
guys.
computer here. Easy.
We love Allie.
Easy.
Easy. So,
and I love Colton.
I mean, he beat Taylor in a legless rope climb workout. Now, I don't know the density of that workout.
A burpee over a yoke and a legless workout. No, dude, Colton, I think Colton's the real deal, and that's why he's there. I felt bad for putting Chris Ibarra above him, but I think Chris Ibarra is going to win Crash. And
why do you think that?
Whoa, that's a WODprep exclusive. That's a WODprep exclusive.
He said that 10 times already. You said it
You
last
said
night,
that
didn't you?
already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
What,
all this.
And when it happens,
Okay.
I'm
What-
the only one who
that.
said it.
Cancel
I
that.
called it. This is. I'm gonna rep it all day. But if it
Do you
doesn't
think that's
happen,
just
then
because
I'm
he's
gonna
going to get
replace
third
him.
in every workout?
Um,
Is-
no, I think the workouts.
Let's save that. Let's save our crash
This is
preview.
a crash
We're gonna
preview.
do-
This is
we
a
will-
crash preview. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do crash preview in the next week.
Who would y'all
Um,
pick real quick?
My boy
I'm
Luke
giving-
Burns is
I
going to
haven't
win
given enough
crash.
thought.
I'm calling it now.
Let him know, Nelson. Who?
I
Luke?
said my boy Luke Burns is going to win
Luke
crash.
Burns.
I'm
Let's
calling
do
it
it.
now.
Okay,
Burns.
get Nelson,
Okay,
get off the
yeah,
podcast
Nelson.
if you're just gonna say dumb shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
who
mean,
the
he's a
fuck
Wait,
is
semifinal
Luke
hold
guy.
on.
Burns?
Whoa.
Oh, so is
John
John
says dumb
Young
shit all the
next
time.
year.
He's allowed on the podcast. All right.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
mean, he unofficially won the qualifier before some weird, interesting penalties, and then got fourth in the qualifier. So I think he's going to shape up to do pretty well.
Did you not just hear my qualifier?
Nelson, I will
spill?
bet you.
Nelson,
I'll
that
bet
that's
you.
not
Yeah,
real
no, but I mean, I
competition?
think
Does that count for Crucible too and JR? You think that's the same?
What, the qualifier
I think
versus the
those
real
are-
competition? 100%.
Okay.
We could use
Caroline
the fittest
Prevost.
experience. I was 105th.
Here we go. We can use the.
I was
Okay,
105th
let's
in
break
the
it up.
qualifier, 105th, and I got 33rd in the competition. How does that
Listen,
happen?
listen.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't argue.
Listen.
I can't even beat
Okay.
CJ in a double under workout, and I was 33rd.
Hold my dick.
You should have beat him. CJ cheated. We're not going to get into
Whoa.
that. Listen, we're gonna save our crash
Defend your
predictions
boy.
for the.
Defend your boy, Travis.
Sorry, I had to be there for John. We're gonna save our crash discussion. Any other points on the mountain? John, I think it's good. I think it's great. We'll stay in tune, guys. We got crash. We've got crash coming up. CJ's not going to be there. I might maybe come on. John's going to be live casting. Maybe John will join us. Hell, maybe we'll even get Gus on the
I'm
show.
commentating. I'm at the
Yep.
show.
Yep. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Apparently, we have this upcoming week, guys. I haven't told you this. Well, I'm sure you know, but like the investigation's supposed to conclude, so maybe we'll come on and talk about that, and
Who
maybe
said
in that
that?
episode, Pedro said it on his show. Those guys
Oh.
were talking about it yesterday.
All
So
right.
apparently that's supposed to happen. John's favorite topic. Maybe we'll talk about that lumped in with what we think is going to go on with next year, because we already knew that there were going to be changes to the game's format season, right? So,
Right.
like particularly in and around quarterfinals. We'll be back for that. Then we got Rogue coming up. It's just a jam-packed, exciting time of season. We're going to follow up with John in the TFX qualifiers, see if he even makes it. He might just go full-time commentating and just go get on
John,
the
do you
dad
finish the
hours
toast?
programming.
I'll
He's gotta travel.
I'll make the fittest experience. Don't worry.
Do you fit us to the coast?
That's I have to
It's far
travel. I
away.
have
John's
to
got to
It's
travel.
one
He's a
more
home- He's a
workout.
homebody. He's a
It's
homebody.
one more
Yeah,
workout.
yeah.
It's a fun place to be. It's South Carolina.
That's so far away. I'm already going to South
aren't
Carolina
they like
for crash.
flooded right now?
I think it's more
What?
North Carolina. I think South Carolina's okay.
When is their qualifier?
Today.
No shot then. Nelson. sorry.
It's one workout a week. Come on, easy day. They're like open workouts.
We
Well, then
you
I
guys should
probably
all, we
wouldn't
should
make it.
plan for everyone to come down to beach brawl and like get a
That's
thing. We'll
fun
do
one,
like a
too.
WODprep beach brawl thing. Everyone just come down, compete, have a fun weekend.
When's beach bro?
It'll be September of next year. It just happened last weekend, but we'll plan
Oh,
for it.
okay. We should put in
Yeah.
a team of 3.
I don't mind
You
it.
three. It's four teams. It's 4.
Team of 4, same sex?
Yeah, same sex.
All right, we're putting in a team of 4 then.
Oh, that's a good question, CJ. Is Coda Games going live?
No, it's not fucking
I-
live, guys. Come on. Do you guys know how much it costs to fucking make a competition live?
Oh, that's the
like
same.
$10
We'll do it
plus
live.
$1,000.
I just have somebody with their cell phone and then I'll talk over it.
That's what I'm
It's the
saying.
same weekend as Crash, or otherwise
Yeah.
we could.
It's
I'll
literally
double, double duty. It's fine.
same time. He's watching it on the cell phone. He's got one
No.
headset in. He's got another
John,
headset in.
only,
How
only Brian
pissed
Friend could do that. You can't
With
do that.
JR, with JR.
But it's the Coda Iron Games.
I was like, hey, I need somebody to come in with Bill because I got to do this one too.
Perfect. We'll get it
Yeah,
done,
okay.
Gus. I'll
Okay.
have someone. I'll have someone come in.
Yeah,
Make it
Gustus,
happen.
maybe we'll do a mega stream for Coda and Crash. That's
Gus
next
was
weekend.
supposed to compete with me at Iron Games, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, he said there
Yeah.
wasn't
Now,
enough money.
now he's asking for indie spots.
CJ or Augustus is what we call an onliner. Okay, he's I'm calling it right now. He's scared to
Chronically
show up in
online.
person.
Whoa.
He'll come at you on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Augustus.
I
He's
love
scared
it.
to show up in person. And with that said, any
Haven't you guys
any
competed
closing
together?
notes? Me and Augustus?
Yeah,
No,
No,
Oh,
he's,
no?
he's in Iowa. He didn't leave Iowa.
he's way out in the middle. Of
I know.
nowhere.
I've learned. I've learned. He's like, "Can I stay with you?" I'm like, "No, Come to Colorado.
Come on, man.
That's staying with me. Oh man. All right.
John's
Good
waiting for
stuff,
his nap.
guys.
Okay.
It is nap time. I agree. It's nap
Any
time. For
Any
me, too.
closing thoughts?
The accuracy
John?
of that comment is crazy.
The what?
The accuracy of that comment.
Oh yeah. He knows. He
John,
can
go
see it
have
on
your
face.
third Z. Guys, John's going to have his third Z. It's the
And then
best
go
sleep
into a
product in the
coma.
game.
Right. Cool.
I'm definitely taking mine tonight.
Oh yeah. Every night.
Thanks for
Scan the QR
thanks for coming
code.
on, Nelson.
Of course,
Yeah, definitely scan
always.
the QR code that John's kind of covering.
John, let me know
Just
any
go-
other
just
time
go
you
to the
want to
website.
get whooped in a workout.
Damn.
Workout 4, Nelson. You and Kevin can
Which,
team up.
yeah, I'll use my
Sheesh.
clean number and his bench press number, and like maybe we have a chance.
No shot. Go ahead, do it.
But you're not
None.
getting a bench press out of
None.
this guy.
All right, well, it's good
Oh,
to see
harsh.
everyone.
If it's
Yeah.
not
Thanks for
700
tuning in.
plus, you have no shot.
No shot.
Scan
give
the
you that.
barcode, Gus. What's the code?
He knows.
oh, yeah.
15.
WODprep 15,
WODprep
guys, on
15.
Thursday. In
Dang,
the
it's
chat.
15% off? That's a
Yeah.
deal, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a good deal.
It's a great.
Do it. Do
All right,
it.
good to see you
Scan
guys.
it.
We will be back in the next week talking CrossFit
Fitness.
Games 2025 season. And
Yeah.